Have you ever wondered how many times you're supposed to do the do to get you pregnant? Have you ever thought about the frequency of sex? Have you ever thought about the timing of sex? Have you ever thought about, oh, am I actually overdoing this thing, or am I not doing it enough? Now, this is not sex for the fun of it. This is not sex just because you want to have sex. This is sex that gets you pregnant. I'm going to be sharing with you how many times you need to do this. I'm going to be sharing with you why you need to do it and why overdoing it can actually be a big problem. Without further ado, let's get talking. But before we talk about this, we need to share about the scripture for today. Yes, we're sharing the scripture because sex is a blessing from God. It's something that we need to talk about in the context of the Bible, in the context of spirituality, and in the context of holiness. So don't run away. Let's share the scripture for today. Psalm chapter 30 verse 1, it says, I will exalt you, for you lifted me out of the depths and did not let my enemy gloat over me. Wow. No explanation. Let's jump into the video for today. So optimal frequency. What is the best way to do this, or how often, how frequent should this be done? Now, if you're doing something and you're not getting the result that you want, what's the point? Just keep doing it the same way and expecting a different result. So for us to get a different result, we have to do it a different way. So don't forget that the sperm can live up to 5 days in the reproductive tract of a woman, meaning that if everything is okay, the woman is healthy, there's nothing wrong with the woman, there's nothing wrong with the sperm, it should live up to 5 days without dying. Now, if it lives up to 5 days without dying and the egg live up to 12 to 24 hours, ideally you should say that intercourse should happen 1 to 2 days. So every other day, I would say. Every other day is almost like topping up. You drink water, you top up, fill it up, you drink a bit, you fill it up, you drink a bit, you fill it up. That's a weird explanation, but you get what I mean. So you're topping up, making sure that a healthy, a living, the perfect one that is going to be fertilizing the egg is there before ovulation happens. Because when ovulation happens, now also bear in mind that the part of the ovaries that the ovulation is going to be happening, the sperm around that area would be the one that will fertilize it. If for one reason or the other the sperm goes to a different part of the ovaries, the egg coming out from the other side is not going to be fertilized by the sperm on the other side of the ovaries. So we're looking at the right sperm in the right part is fertilizing the egg. That is what we are expecting. So every other day, meaning 1 to 2 days. So if today is Monday, you do it on Monday, give yourself a break on Tuesday, you do it on Wednesday, give yourself a break on Thursday, you do it on Friday. This is ideally how you should do it. Now, if you do it like this and you don't get pregnant for 3 months, babe, something is wrong. Something is definitely wrong. You need to do something about it. Why is timing important? Timing is very important because your pregnancy occurs when ovulation happens and the egg is fertilized. Okay, so the ovulation window of a woman is around 5 to 6 days. That also includes the day of ovulation. So if that includes the day of ovulation, you're looking at 5 to 6 days to get pregnant. So you imagine that 1 week. Okay, that 1 week, because 5 days, 5 to 6 days, you're looking at 1 week. Imagine that 1 week you're doing this thing every other day. The timing is just going to be perfect because you're not going to miss the day of the ovulation. It's either you're doing it the day of the ovulation or you're doing it after ovulation. But the one you did previously is still there, kicking and bouncing and making, just waiting for the egg to be released. So timing is actually very, very important because having intercourse at the wrong time and ovulation at a different time, it's not going to give you what you want, which is pregnancy. Another thing as well that we need to bear in mind is overdoing this thing. Now, when I was coaching people on trying to conceive or getting a boy and all of that thing, one of the things that I found out is that a lot of people are so impatient that when you tell them to wait for 24 hours, they will go and do it 6 hours into the day of 24 hours and also do it again 24 hours after the peak has been seen. Now, you will not know the sperm that got you pregnant. You will not know the sex that got you pregnant. If it's the one that is before the 6 hours or if it's the one that you did at 24 hours. Also saw people who were men overdoing it morning, afternoon, night. I don't know the strength that you have. I pray that God continues to give you the grace and the strength, but honestly, you're overdoing it, you're killing it. Now, this is not killing it in a good way, you're killing it in a bad way, because when a man goes through this frequently, what happens is that he affects the motility of the sperm, he affects the health of the sperm, he affects the viability of the sperm, he affects everything of the sperm. In life, everything is in moderation. Everything should be done in moderation, in a certain way. So if you want to overdo it in the sense or in the context of not wanting to get pregnant, and that's okay, that's fine. But if you're overdoing it because you want to overdo it so that you get pregnant, you're actually defeating the purpose of you getting pregnant. The purpose of you doing that thing is being defeated, because the sperm that's going to be released is just going to be like not good at all. Don't forget the journey of actually going from the time that is released to where the egg is. It's a very difficult journey. It requires a lot of strength, a lot of rigor, a lot of stamina. It requires a lot of everything that you need. That's why when a woman is pregnant, the sperm that fertilizes that egg is the I would say the strongest, the fastest sperm to get there, because it's a survivor of the fetus. Have you seen a video of the ejaculates? Have you seen how they swim? Have you seen how they go from one place to another? It is survivor of the fetus. So for you to give yourself a chance of getting pregnant through that journey, that very difficult journey, you need to not overdo it, but do it in the right manner, which is 1 to 2 days. So how often should you have sex to get pregnant? Between 1 to 2 days. Thank you and God bless you. Have you enjoyed this video? Yes, you did. Please press the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and also share with your friends. This is the best way for you to encourage me. If you have any video ideas, you want me to do a particular kind of video, let me know also on the comment section, and I would do that. Thank you so much for watching. I shall see you in my next video. Bye.